Warning. This video contains content that may not be suitable for all viewers. Only mature audiences should view this video. Please check the description for further details when available. And as always, viewer discretion is advised. Thank you.
Just so you guys know, he's big. I'm big. I'm bigger than everybody I know. But typically, I'm physically bigger than everybody around. Hey, we just met. Can you go ahead and get on the wall, spread your butt cheeks for me?
Well, everybody's got their own opinion. Perception's everything.
Speakerphone on. Okay.
Hello, you have reached the Cincinnati office of the FBI. These calls may be recorded.
I'm sorry to have to crowdsource, but that's the way it is. And I will not quit, and I will not stop.
Calling the FBI. Can I get your name, please?
My name is Jose De Castro.
Spell your first name for me.
Jose.
And your last name?
De Castro. De Castro. Castro. That's my name.
And your date of birth?
9/11/74.
And your phone number?
I don't have a phone. It was confiscated by the Ironton Police Department when they arrested me. I'm a journalist, and I have
Zip code. What's your zip code?
The zip code
in here
is 45638.
45638 in Ironton. I'm just outside of Ironton now. And when they did that, I'm not just a YouTuber. I'm a constitutional law scholar. I understand the Constitution, the Bill of Rights very well, and I teach it. So the problem here is that at this point, you cannot allow the Ironton Police Department to take my phone and to track down the confidential informants. They're all afraid. They're afraid. I have on my channel, Delete Laws on YouTube, you can watch dozens of people. Now, just so you know, I'm not trying to insult you, but the FBI throughout America has kind of a checkered reputation. And I'm broadcasting everything I do live because I'm going to get total transparency sooner or later in this country. And I'd like you guys to intervene now. A federal investigation should start into the Ironton Police Department and the Lawrence County Sheriff's Department. And you guys should immediately intervene and get my phone back for me before those people try to find who out the
Contact your state attorney general's office, sir. You have a good evening, okay?
What's that?
Thank you, sir.
What?
Contact the state attorney general's office.
I called the FBI. It's a fed. What's that, sir?
Contact the state attorney general's office. You have a nice evening.
Now though, we're still there's been a fight between you and your husband.
Yes.
The cops show up.
Yes.
You're on the porch. Do the
Yes.
cops talk to the husband first?
I believe they did. I'm really not even sure. All I know is I didn't even know he had called anybody because
Right. Who's bleeding the most?
he is.
So you whooped him.
Well, no, not really.
But you
No,
get-
he the way he busted in my door. It's just a long story. I don't want
But the point is he's bleeding, not you.
Right.
Okay.
Right. Okay.
So now he's tased. Upon interaction with the police officer, there's no violence going on. You're sitting on your porch. When he comes up, you must have screamed at him, "You filthy pig! Get off my porch!"
What's going on? I didn't even get a chance to explain what was going on with when they tased me. I heard at the time my husband Dana, I heard him trying to fight, get away from them to come and help me. He told him to stop.
Right.
All right. So then they dragged me from there out in the rain to the state highway patrol car, or I don't even know what car they put me in. Actually, to be honest, it was a sheriff's car because the state highway patrol guy left.
Okay.
He watched it, and you could tell he was not happy with what they were doing. So
But
he
just
left.
went along with it.
So they take me. So my husband at the time, he asked if he could get me some pants, and because now I have just panties and a short nightgown. That's all I have.
Wow.
Now I have just panties and a short nightgown. That's all I have.
Wow.
Now I have just panties and a short nightgown. That's all I have.
Wow. Now hold on a second. You've been tased. What hurts the most still? The wrists still hurt the most? Is that what's burning the most?
Oh yeah.
So the wrists are
I'm just
burning.
shocked.
The
I'm
wrists are
shocked.
burning, and you got a tase in your back, and
On the side.
and
On
that
the
still
side.
hurts though. You can still feel it, right? It feels like someone punched you in the. And so now they put you in the back of the dungeon cart, and so now you're in the dungeon cart, And do they tell you what you're being charged with as they put you in the dungeon cart?
No.
No. They walk up to you, no words, attack you, cuff you, tase you.
I was helpless.
Yeah, right.
When they walked me and him in, all right, my nightgown was up above my behind. Okay?
Right.
So my butt was completely exposed to the entire police office.
Right.
So my butt was completely exposed to the entire police office.
Right. Happens.
So while I was in...
Your ass is showing last we were talking about.
Yeah. And so I asked him to please pull my nightgown down.
Right.
And he told me to shut the fuck up and sit down. And my ass was out the whole time.
Who's the sheriff at this time?
I believe it was Lawless.
Jeff Lawless was the sheriff as your butt was hanging out.
And the...
All right, Chille, no reason to get too worked up there and jealous. So the sheriff was there and you weren't. Oh, Lord, I couldn't help myself on all that. All right, I've been pretty quiet throughout this. This is the summation of the Ironton. I can't cover all the characters, but basically just throwing one together to finalize the Ironton fiasco, which, by the way, he never did move there like he said he was going to. I don't think he's really done much to help anybody there. You know, it was just a big grifting expedition. So, anyway, yeah, he he got to licking those lips when she started talking about her nightie and stuff. So I thought, well, I better have a little fun with that. Hope you enjoyed it. All right. Yeah, hit the like, hit the subscribe, you know, share it, help my channel out. I do put a lot of work into this stuff. I don't need to, but I do. All right, we'll finish up with this character and just do a couple more. I'm not going to cover them all. We've already covered 3 of them.
The way that he wanted to solve it was for me to come and talk to him. After the court situation, because my attorney had just sued them for doing something like that to another woman or another person. And he tried to get me to...
come talk to him?
Well, to file a suit because of what had happened.
Who did?
My attorney did.
Right.
But he also prefaced it with, you know, they're going to follow you and harass you everywhere.
He prefaced it with that, just like the other person prefaced the other girl who'd been raped by a bunch of people, and they said, don't do anything because you're going to be harassed. That's the resounding theme. That's the resounding theme. The camera phone changes everything. Film everything. Film every meeting. When Jeff Lawless says, come have a meeting with me, come talk to me about it, he's going to be your friend. I'm so sorry this happened to you, and nothing's going to happen. Nothing's going to change. The only thing that changes this garbage is transparency. So now
I ended up getting arrested on charges of resisting arrest.
But you were just sitting there.
I was just sitting there, and whatever transpired between my ex at the time, you know, that was all dismissed. Nobody, you know, but I ended up getting a resisting arrest charge because they had to cover their asses because of what they done to me.
So the husband gets the charges dropped, but we're
No,
still we're still at your butt hanging out. I'm sorry.
Oh, well,
so
they
the butt
pulled,
hold on, the butt's hanging out. They don't pull your pants down, and then when do they take the torture cuffs off?
Not until they take me into the back to strip search me.
Oh, you get strip searched for domestic violence. You're now packing drugs up your backside.
Oh, I'm naked in cuffs, and I get strip searched.
So they how does the strip search go? What do they say to you to do?
Bend over.
Turn around. Cough.
I'm going to let you guys hear everything. Everything is going to be totally transparent.
Ohio Attorney General Dave Yost's Help Center. We are committed to assisting you in any way that we can. Thank you for calling Ohio Attorney General Dave Yost's Help Center. Our office hours are 8 a.m. to 6 p.m., Monday through Friday. Please visit our website at www.ohioattorneygeneral.gov and click the contact link to submit an inquiry online, or call back during normal business hours.
They hung up.
ACLU. If you are calling for legal assistance, press 1.
My name is Jose De Castro. I have an emergency. Please email me. I'm not going to be able to call you. I'm not going to have a phone till the morning at the earliest. I won't be able to call you back. I'll have to call you back in the morning. There's corruption going on in Ironton. Check the YouTube channel, Delete Laws. It's Delete Laws with a Z. You'll find it. There is corruption going on here in Ironton, Ohio, and the tri-state area. And this has to be addressed. They took my phone with confidential informants information in the phone. They said they're going to send my phone off to a lab to search it when I'm a member of the press, and people have been confiding in me the entire week. They're going to send my phone off to crack my phone to get the confidential informants information. This is wrong on so many levels. If you go to my YouTube page and check it, I'll go to AT&T in the morning and I will check I'll get another phone in the morning so I can reach you guys. I'll wipe the phone overnight is what I'll do. Okay. Please call. I'll call you back in the morning. Thank you.
Wait, so you get out of the car and they take you out of the torture cuffs?
No, still on.
The torture cuffs are still on?
Yes.
And then what happens from there? Where do you go from there?
We go in and they have me sit on a little bench that he got in there. And I sat there, 25 minutes. Then I went and got, I had to go change. Drop, squat, cough.
Oh,
everything.
Drop, squat, and cough.
Yes.
Turn around, squat, cough. You're being strip searched now? Hey, we just met. Can you go ahead and get on the wall, spread your butt cheeks for me? How do you feel? Would I be a friend of yours if I asked you to do that?
Nope.
I mean, what if I forced you? If I forced you to turn around, spread your butt cheeks, and cough, is that sexual assault if I did that to you in your own home?
Yes, it is.
Right. If I did that to any of your wife or your children, would you consider that sexual assault?
Yes.
And you've been arrested on suspicion.
Nope.
Suspicion.
Nope.
Terry versus Ohio. And
we won't stop. We won't quit. We won't give up. As you guys can see, what's going on here is horrifically bad. There's no other way to describe it. There's no other way to talk about it. What's happening here is horrifically bad. That's what's going on. That's what's going on. That's what we're dealing with here. So we're dealing with absolute tyrannical state. That's what we're dealing with. That's what we're dealing with. We're dealing with a very, very bad system.
And your motorcycle's just on the curb out there in front of your apartment building.
Yeah.
And the cops pull up and they do what?
They took the motorcycle, and somebody tried to intervene. The person who gave me the phone call tried to intervene, and asked what's going on, and they just had no words for him. They wouldn't say, the officers wouldn't really communicate at all, and all they did was provide a ticket. Well, not a ticket, a note that.
A note, no ticket.
Yeah, I didn't get any kind of fine or anything like that.
Expired registration?
No.
Just so the registration was good on your motorcycle?
Yeah, just for being parked on the road. And they leave a little note saying, they're supposed to leave a note saying, you have this many days to move it. It's been sitting here too long on the city street. And
no note, though.
Well, there was one, but it was hidden in a place that was not readily visible. Whenever they were asked to produce that, they pulled it out of a spot on the bike. I'm not 100% sure it was either under the seat or under the tank. Like I said, I wasn't the one that was there. But they pulled it out of a hidden spot and said, here you go. And it said, you have 5 days to move this, or something to that effect, or it can be impounded. So they had hidden it, and then came and collected whenever nobody saw the note and followed up on it.
So
and then beyond that, months later, I got a letter saying that my vehicle had been impounded, and to talk to them about resolving it. I just never, I have very low income, and I never had money to get it out of the impound. So.
And was it the impound? How much was the daily impound fee?
I think I don't want to say for sure. I think I've heard that it's like $50 a day.
$50 a day for the impound.
I want everyone to understand that if these other allegations are true that took place, there certainly is problems with the Ironton Police Department. I always take things with a grain of salt when it comes to some of those stories. it is hard to imagine that many stories would arise and some of it not be true. But this motorcycle story, as emotional as this guy got and teared up and everything else about his 84 or 82 Honda 750 CB750, he parked it on the road and they took it away. And there's a few other interviews that he does with people that, you know, you're a criminal, or you did something wrong and now you got the red ass for the police department. Their stories don't fit with the ones that might have some legitimate concerns. And only a couple of them did, as far as I'm concerned. Even the Tim and Sarah video I did, you know, they brought that on themselves. They continued to break the law, and they continued to, you know, have to pay the price for it. I don't get where some of these stories are relevant to what would, you know, have someone call the FBI and the ACLU, and hell, at one time he talks about calling the NAACP for what? All right, let's get on with it. Jeez.
Hello, this is Jason Stevens, State Representative for the 93rd District, covering Gallia, Jackson, Lawrence, and Benton counties. Sorry I'm unavailable. Please leave a message and we'll return your call as soon as possible. Thank you.
Record your message at the tone. When you are finished, hang up or press pound for more options.
Mr. Stevens, my name is Jose De Castro. I have a YouTube channel called Delete Laws with a Z on the end of it. I'm an investigative journalist here covering the corruption in Ironton, Ohio, Lawrence County. When I did a peaceful protest today, they arrested me and charged me with disorderly conduct and criminal mischief. They seized my phone and said they're going to send my phone off to crack it to be able to search for the confidential informants. There are dozens and dozens of confidential informants who have confided in me that are on that phone.
So this is Derek, and is there anything that you want to say? So your dad's not a drug dealer then? He has nothing to do with dealing drugs?
Nope.
Nothing, he's clean?
He's clean.
Then how come, why did a mother tell me that the drugs she found, she asked where she...
Hey, a pair of lips will tell you anything. I'm just saying that. Like, a pair of lips will tell you anything.
Please call me back, Mr. Stevenson. They're going to send my phone off tomorrow to a lab to crack my phone. There are people who have confided in me and given me their trust. This cannot happen. And I need your help, Mr. Stevens. And now we're seeing it. We're literally seeing it in front of all of us.
Thank you for calling the office of Congressman Bill Johnson. We're currently unable to answer your call. Please leave a message that includes your name, phone number, and a brief description of why you're calling, and someone will get back to you as soon as possible. Or you may email us through our website, www.billjohnson.house.gov. Thank you.
Email him.
Your call is being transferred.
You're holding her down?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And so she, you know, she ain't getting loose. And so she tries to get loose again, not shake her, you know, and I stay there. I'm waiting on the police.
Right.
You know.
Right.
All of a sudden, out of the blue, all I hear is, "Get over!" Pow! And I get tackled.
Okay.
I wasn't fighting. Let my hand shake when I talk about it. I wasn't fighting them.
Right.
I was restraining her.
Okay.
But when somebody hit me, the first thing I thought was it was her husband or her boyfriend or her son or friend or...
Because all the guy said was get off her.
That's all he said. That's all he said was, I heard somebody bell her, "Get off her!"
And he tackled you from the side.
And hit me, yes.
And so you're on the bottom now? Is someone on top of you?
He is.
Okay, so someone's on top of you. Who's on top of you?
I got pictures too, Evan. I got a picture you don't know anybody took. Who was in the cruiser with you that day?
Who's on top of you though?
Evan McKnight.
Evan McKnight is. Oh, so this is again Officer McKnight, who I have 20 different other complaints on. And so what's he doing when he gets on top?
It gets better. It gets better.
When he's on top of you, what does he do?
When he gets on top of me, I don't know who it is at first, I don't know who it is. So he's wrestling me around. Well, I go in fight mode then, I'm getting loose, right?
Right.
So he's got me down, I get my arm around this way, and I get it behind his knee, right here. And he's like going, don't. I grabbed my wrist and pulled it like that, and it threw him off balance, and he took 2 or 3 steps backwards, and bam, right down flat on his ass. I didn't even know the man had glasses. I had glasses and blue. Shane, my son, Shane shows up there. McKnight jumps in his face too, and Shane's like, I want to know why. He thought I'd been tased too, but I hadn't. He said, I want to know why my mother is sitting in that cruiser, handcuffed, pepper sprayed, and tased, and that bee is over there sitting in her car drinking a pop, playing on her phone.
Hi, you've reached Congressman Bill Johnson's Marietta District Office. We are unable to take your call at this time. If you have any questions or concerns, please leave a detailed message with your contact information and a phone number you can be reached at, and we'd be happy to get back with you. Thank you and have a wonderful day. Bye.
Congress Johnson, my name is Jose De Castro. I go by Chille. I have a YouTube account called Delete Laws with a Z. What's happening here in Ironton is nothing short of tyranny.
Do that.
Yeah. Just so you guys know, McKnight's a real beta male. He's a real weakling. I mean, this guy's the biggest wussy I've ever seen.
Absolutely.
He's a wussy. He's a wussy beta male, 100%.
Absolutely.
So they have taken my phone as a journalist where I have over 100 confidential informants who have informed me of what's going on with the police in Ironton, Ohio, and the Lawrence County Sheriff's Office. You are a representative in this area. There's currently right now on this live stream 2,000 people watching. By the time this video airs, there will be tens of thousands of people who see this video. They cannot crack my phone. If they crack my phone, it puts the lives of hundreds of people in jeopardy who have confided in me and given me their trust as a journalist.
The Ohio Civil Rights Commission staff will be working remotely at this time. However, the staff will still be available to help you. If you leave your name, number, and a brief detailed message, a staff member will return your call as soon as possible. Thank you for your patience and be safe.
Record your message at the tone. When you are finished, hang up or press pound for more options.
My name is Jose De Castro. I have a YouTube channel called Delete Laws with a Z. You should catch up on what's going on here in Ironton and Lawrence County, Ohio. I'm a journalist. I was peacefully protesting today at the city center, at the city center of Ironton. At exactly 5 p.m., the police came in and arrested me. Their goal was to take my phone, and they did. That I understand now what they were doing. And they want to crack my phone where I have hundreds of confidential informants, at least over 100 confidential informants who have told me of abuse and civil rights violations by over 100 people. And those are people who I haven't revealed yet. There's hundreds, literally hundreds. If there is a civil right in America, if there are civil liberties here, now is the time. Now is the time to step up for the people of America. Everybody's going to see this. The whole world is watching. We need help. They cannot crack my phone. I'll have no choice but to wipe that phone by the morning. Please reach out to me. Reach out to me through my website, Delete Laws. I'm upset. I'm shaking. So we need civil rights help. We need civil rights help right now.
So now you told me that your brothers are cleaning up the streets. I've got 50 complaints. I've audio recorded most of them. I'm video recording people now. And your brothers are listed in probably 20, 30 of those complaints. So it's cleaning up the streets, beating people up?
20 or 30, because if you got 50 complaints.
At least 50.
Okay, at least 50. Now 20 of them, you already said was for McKnight, right?
Okay, how about this?
And then you had some for Fouch, and then you had some for whoever. I'm not pro police, and I'm not pro whatever.
Well, your brothers are cops.
You're right. So I just got out of prison. So what's that mean? My brother put me in prison. What's that mean?
What your brother did? Which brother?
Brandon. What's that matter?
Brandon put you in prison?
Yeah. What's that matter? What's that matter?
Well,
yeah, he arrested me.
Well, just so you know, in the world of family, there are very few people watching this that their brother would put them in prison. Just, I know that you can
okay, listen.
You can only see the box you live in.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying?
well, listen. So if I go to your house and punch you in the face,
did you punch you in the face?
You're damn right I did. I did 9 months in prison for it. What do you think?
Why'd you punch your brother in the face?
No, I didn't punch my brother in the face. I went to somebody's house and punched him in the face. That's why my brother arrested me. Get that correct.
Oh, so the cops
he was
got
doing
called,
his job. Yeah.
So he showed up, and who did you punch in the face?
That's irrelevant.
But you went to someone's house and you decked him. Okay. So now your brother came to the scene and he put you in the torture cuffs and took you to the dungeon. Is that right?
Hey, you know, every action has a reaction. You know, I knew what my punishment was when I went to do it, so I don't know how it could be separate.
Let's call the Department of Justice.
Department of Justice. If you would like information on how to reach the Department of Justice website, press 1. Thank you for calling Department of Justice. This is Operator 1. May I transfer your call?
I need to speak to someone who has power at the Department of Justice. And right now, Sir,
before you give up your entire speech, I'm just going to let you know we are closed for the day.
Okay. So, is there anybody home? Is there anybody who's going to help?
I mean, you can call back tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and talk to the criminal division or special investigations if you'd like.
Okay. We stay strong. We do not back down. We do not resort to violence. We petition, we assemble, we protest. We use speech, we use press. We do not break down. I will not break down. I will not change. I will not stop. We don't stop. Under any circumstances, we do not stop. That's what we're going to do. I am not suicidal or anywhere close to suicidal. I do not want to kill myself. I am not in any way into self-harm. I work very hard on my body. When I was just now put in the dungeon, I did 100 push-ups. I did 20 or 30 jump jacks. I did 3 planks where I locked out and planked for a couple minutes at a time. I am in no way, shape, or form suicidal at all whatsoever. I just want to put that on the record now while there's a couple thousand people in here. I am not suicidal. So if anything happens to me, I was killed.
Thank you for calling Project Veritas with the mission of investigating and exposing corruption, fraud, and waste in order to achieve a more ethical and transparent society.
You guys should be sending your story into ironton.ohiopetition.org. It's an affidavit.
Please record your voice message at the tone. When you are finished, please hang up or touch pound for more options.
My name is Jose De Castro. My friends call me Chille. I have a YouTube channel called Delete Laws. Over the past week, we have clearly documented what is corruption here. The police arrested me today. They charged me with disorderly conduct and criminal trespass, and they stole my phone. And on my phone are over 100 confidential informants. They told me that they're going to take my phone and they're going to crack it and they're going to get what's on my phone off when I have not been charged with espionage or terrorism. I'm simply a civil libertarian standing up for the people of the tri-state area, Ironton and Lawrence County, who are being cheated by the police here. I mean, massively cheated. I've never seen anything like it. I'm packing up, I'm moving here. I'm leaving California to move here to take this corruption on. Please, I will reach back to you, but I catch up on Delete Laws on the YouTube page, Delete Laws with a Z, and I will call you guys back tomorrow. This is horrendous. There's nothing. The same people I sued today, the Ironton Police Department, then arrested me and took my phone. That was their goal when they arrested me. I know that now. They gave all my other property to my friends there, but they kept the phone so that they could crack it to try to get the confidential informants' information. I know you guys are for justice. I have the sticker Project Veritas on the back of my phone. I have your I think it's a camel or a llama on the back of the phone. I have your sticker on the back of my phone. Please reach out to me. Thank you.
Okay. What I do want to add is there is a whole bunch of videos on his channel concerning this. Other characters, a couple of them interesting, most of them just what I think is rhetoric. And but they're there. He didn't move to Ironton like he said he was going to. He did do a little bit of follow-up work. I don't know whatever became of any lawsuits. I never saw any kind of finality or anything like that on lawsuits at Ironton, and I've looked. I'll look again, though, because sometimes that stuff takes a while. But this was Chille. So many people ask me in the last couple of months about that whole Ironton, Boston, Texas, Oklahoma with Deborah and all that stuff. You know, I just decided to do it, and it's easy to get sick of this guy, but one thing he always provides, and that's plenty of content. He continues to spew his garbage. It's amazing how dense he is when it comes to basic legal matters. I'm not a lawyer, and I know a little bit more, I think, sometimes about the procedures than he does. Anyway, I'm proud of the Ram. Appreciate you. Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Comment. Appreciate it. There's the arrest is coming up right after this, so stick around and watch the arrest, and then an outro. And I appreciate you guys. Thanks so much. Until next time, I'm proud of the Ram. I'll be gone.
Watch. Ask me to do within reason.
Just staying right here, sir.
No problem.
Thank you. Please put your back there for me. Thank you.
Whatever you need me to do.
Alright, let's step over here for me. Alright. Your hands up on the side for me. Alright.
Fellers?
Put your hands up
Please
here.
don't be grabbing my crotch and shit. I don't have anything.
Just put your hands up.
I got you, but don't be grabbing my dick.
I'm not grabbing you.
I don't have anything down my pants. Come on. Don't grab my cock and put your fingers in my asshole. I don't need it. There's nothing on me. I don't have any weapons or any drugs.
Yes, sir. This is just protocol.
I get it, but it's pretty subtle.
I'm not.
I don't have anything on me, dude. Obviously. Why would I ever do something like that?
Step right here, please.
No problem.
Sorry, bud.
It's very good you get video evidence.
I'm gonna get this for you.
What is it now?
I was actually trying to get his information.
My name is Jose de Castro.
J-O-S-E?
Yes, sir. I was born 9/11.
What's your full social security number?
I'm not giving that. You don't have a right to that information. You know that. You know you don't, right?
What's your middle name?
But do you know that?
No. He's asking you a question.
I heard the question. I asked you a question. I'll respect his question if you answer mine. You know you don't need my social security number.
Answer his question, please.
My middle name is Maria. Now answer mine. Do you know that that's not right to ask me my social security number?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you, sir. It's incorrect. You shouldn't do that to people. You don't have a right to my personal.
We can ask you anything.
You can ask me, but
that doesn't mean
you
have to
should know
answer.
better, though. We have rights.
See, then don't answer it.
I didn't answer, but I'm not intimidated. Other people
I'm
are.
trying to intimidate you.
Well, when the guys are standing around with guns and knives, they say, "What's your security number?" You can force them to give it.
He doesn't have a gun.
I don't have a gun either, sir.
I should be released. You guys should charge me and release me. You guys should do this right.
We don't have anything to do with
Oh,
that.
I'm sure you don't.
Bullseye for me. Nope, don't go to the machine yet. Just look at the bullseye for me.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Alright, when you just step in this machine.
Yes, sir.
Put your feet on the grave. Put your hands above your head.
Yes, sir.
Stand still, please.
Yes, sir. March 29th. I'd like my phone back from Pam. It's not evidence. If you take my livelihood from me, I'll sue.
Okay. You're suing anyway.
I am suing anyway.
Okay. Then why are we having this
I already
conversation?
filed a lawsuit against you guys today,
Okay.
which is ironic that the sheriff's department wouldn't arrest me. It's pretty ironic when I filed a lawsuit against you today and then I get arrested by the same people I sued today.
I don't know anything about that, man.
But you know I filed a lawsuit.
I did not know.
Well, then you guys should have known.
Dude, I just got to work.
All right, you can step out, sir.
Thank you.
Forever here.
Yes, sir.
You know, I'm just going to stop it here for 1 second. I want to go back just a little bit. This guy, Steve, the guard, you know, he made me really change my opinion about prison guards because I said they were all terrible people. And Steve does his best to treat me with as much respect as I treat him with. And he made me kind of shift my perspective a little bit. You know, some of these guys, I don't know. I don't know Steve. I'm just saying he was decent to me.
Evan, this isn't going to end well, dude. It's going to end bad for you, man. You're going to end up going to prison. And I don't want you to go there. You don't belong in a prison, dude. You just have to be straightened out.
Thank you.
I'll do whatever you ask me to do, sir, besides take off my clothes and strip down naked. I won't do it. So if you guys are going to attack me like wild hyenas, you're welcome to do so. But I will not be showing you my balls. I will not be showing you my asshole. That's not going to happen.
Because, you know, since I've been out of prison, I ain't did nothing wrong. Guess what? I ain't had no run-ins with the law. Magical. Magical. When you quit messing with drugs, what happens? Look at that.
Well, I got a guy, Derek, from one of your brothers, the Blankenships.
Mm-hmm.
This guy was arrested and beaten badly, where he had serious damage to his body. And he hadn't broken the law, and he doesn't do drugs. And he's asked me not to reveal who he is or his story yet because he's afraid of your brothers.
Why?
Because they're thugs. They're outright thugs.
Are they?
Yes.
Well, who they beat up?
They've beat up lots of people in this town.
I guarantee you can't find me one person my brother beat up. Okay. Neither one of them.
Okay, so now we have a challenge.
Challenge on. Find one that they beat up. Now my name's Derek Blankenship.
Okay.
I didn't say me. I said find one of my little brothers, which is Brandon and Chance.
Find one person who the Blankenships. Well, I've got several on my voicemails that I'll publish all the voicemails. I record the conversation, and then because they want to remain anonymous, I change their voice.
Why? Like that's what cowards do. That's
you're
what
not
cowards
afraid.
do.
But bro, you walked up right up to me
Like a grown man.
Right,
That's what
you're
grown men do.
You're not afraid of me.
I'm not scared of nothing or nobody because there ain't nothing nobody can do to me.
Right,
what are you gonna do? Shoot me?
That's
Whoa.
10% of society. The other 90% are scared.
Man, it's a dog-eat-dog world. World don't care about nothing. You know what I'm saying? You don't care if I pay my bills. You pay your bills.
No, you're wrong. I do care if you pay your bills.
No.
Yes, I do.
No.
I care if you have enough to eat. Yes, I care. Unfortunately.
You didn't even know me until I walked up here.
But I still care. When I pass people on the street who are homeless, I care.
give them money too, but still, hey, I give them jobs. Ask them. Blankenship Tree Service gave them jobs, didn't it?
All right. Well, so you came here to defend your family's honor, so now we got the gauntlet thrown down. He wants people to go on camera and talk about his brothers abusing them if they abused you, and he wants people who are willing to go on the record that Carl Blankenship is in fact dealing methamphetamines in this area.